Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another installment of Physics's Insane General Knowledge Trivia playlist on JetPunk. Always enjoy doing these. They are certainly a challenge, but a fun one. I think I got 53 out of 100 in the last one. In the quiz description, it says 20 out of 100 is good, 40 is excellent, 60 is elite, and 80 is world class. 80 is unrealistic, but maybe I could get to 60 one of these times, so we'll see if I can do that today. As always, if you guys like these quizzes and you want to see more of them, you want physics to keep making more of them, then definitely let me know in the comments that you are enjoying them. I do believe he just published number 7, so that will be fun once I get to that. But for now, let's focus on number 6. Patellar, rooting, and photic sneeze are three types of what action that is homonymous with the R in an SLR camera. The photic sneeze reflex is a thing because I have it, which is kind of like it's. If anything, it's kind of nice when you like have to sneeze. All you have to do is like look at the light, and it's just you sneeze. Some people just don't have it, but I don't know. I find it kind of a nice thing. So anyway, in some cases it's inconvenient, but I find it kind of nice. The bioluminescence of fungi and decaying wood is known by what compound word? While it has multiple common names, please give the one that combines the same two words as a popular open source program arranged in the opposite order. Uh, okay. Fungi and decaying wood. Open source program. Yikes, man. I mean, this is kind of vague. I don't know what it's going for here. Uh, I don't know what this is. Maybe I should, but this isn't coming to me at all. The annotation mark known as an obelisk gave rise to several modern symbols, including the dagger and the commercial minas. A third symbol derived from the obelisk is used for what mathematics operation? I don't know. Division? Okay, sure. The benzodiazepine drug diazepam, used to treat anxiety, is perhaps better known by what trade name owned by the pharmaceutical company Roche? I don't think I'm going to know this. Drug used to treat anxiety. I mean, I have no idea, to be honest. This is not something I would know. So I'm probably not going to try. What term is used for a solution with an equilibrium between a weak acid and a conjugate base, such that when a strong acid or base is added, the change in total pH is low? Is this a buffer? Nice. What extremely venomous snake endemic to Australia and New Guinea is named after an aboriginal word for the creator being? Is this the inland taipan? Nice. Or I guess there's multiple types of it, but taipan, yeah. What American astronomer has a name remembered almost solely for the comets he discovered independently of Lewis Swift in 1862 and of Wilhelm Temple in 1866? I mean, it's not Halley, is it? Is it like Hale or Bop or Hale Bop? I just know that's the Heaven's Gate guy. Well, Shoemaker Levy? No. Can I name any more comets? The comets he discovered into what? I mean, surely his name is like in the name of the comets, like that's why he's known, right? So I don't know what we're going for, unfortunately. Maybe it's just a comet that I don't know the name of, because this isn't coming to me. The Peltier effect, the Seebeck effect, and the Thomson effect are all related to different behaviors of what electrical device? Boy, this could be a lot of things. These don't ring a bell to me. Pacemaker. I don't know why that came into my head. Electrical device. This could be anything, dude. Geiger counter. Well, I mean, I just don't know. Relating to aging at the cell level, the number of times a human cell can divide before ceasing cell division is a limit named after what anatomist? I've never heard of this limit before. I didn't know that there was one. A diminutive form of sphere in Hungarian is used to define what class of convexed, probably should be convex, 3D objects that have only one stable and one unstable equilibrium point. I don't know Hungarian. I certainly have not heard of this either, so I think that's going to be 4 out of 10 on the STEM section, which is not good because this is, I don't know, not one of my best categories, but not one of my worst either. So this isn't the best start, but these are hard. So unfortunate. Dharma Bums is the sequel to what book widely considered to be the defining work of the Beat Generation? Probably On the Road by Jack Kerouac. Mad About the Boy is the subtitle of the third book in a series where what titular woman seeks love from a much younger man on Tinder? Oh dear. Um, well, so it's the name titular woman, so it's just a first and last name. I mean, I have no idea. I don't know anything about modern literature, so this isn't happening. What Chinese classic novel follows 108 outlaws who plan a rebellion but later join forces with the government to resist invading armies? The one about the outlaws should be Water Margin. Plump or rounded and pleasing way is an excerpt from the definition of the style of art, exemplified by what prolific 16th, 17th century Flemish artist? Plump or rounded, so Rubenesque, so Peter Paul Rubens. Al Hirschfeld used to hide what name in his line drawings? The term has become slang for any hidden name or messages, especially in crossword puzzles. Is this like Rebus or something? No. Hidden name or messages in crossword puzzles. What? I don't know. I mean, I don't do I sometimes do crossword puzzles, but I'm not familiar with like the terminology and stuff, so I don't know. A 1962 advice book by Helen Gurley Brown encouraging women to experience sexual relationships before marriage was known as Sex and the What? Probably not City. Sex and the... Is it going to be a pun? Like, is it going to rhyme with city or something? I mean, I just don't... I don't know. Trying to think of a word that rhymes with city. Silly. I mean, obviously that doesn't rhyme, but... okay, I guess I'm not getting this either. The Pulitzer-winning photograph, The Vulture and the Little Girl, that brought attention to the hunger crisis in Sudan in the early 1990s was taken by what photographer? The photographer committed suicide 4 months after winning the prize. Is it like Diane Arbus or something? No. Or Leibovitz? Isn't there... Is Arbus the one who committed suicide? It's probably a different photographer, but... I hope I'm not thinking of the wrong person. I might be, but what holiday and year titles a W.B. Yeats poem that laments the deaths of MacDonagh and MacBride and Connolly and Peirce? It's called Easter 1916. Okay. A collection of animal fables compiled sometime around 500 CE is known as what? A Sanskrit compound meaning 5 principles. This is such a thing. I always forget this. This has come up in trivia before, I think, but I'm never able to remember the like Sanskrit language stuff. So I don't think I'm going to pull the name of this, sadly. What term from French classical literature is used for a style of drama where all actions and events are believable? In this genre, soliloquies are replaced with conversations with confidants. I mean, I don't know. Realisme, like, I feel like even knowing French isn't going to help me that much here. Unless you just know what this is. Like, I don't know. This doesn't ring a bell to me at all. What 2017 Pixar film was the first to feature a nine-figure budget and an all-Latino principal cast? Probably Coco. In My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Which of the main 6 is best described as a tomboy with a multicolored tail? Good lord, dude. I don't know names of My Little Pony. Get out of here. I have no idea. In what HBO show does John Goodman play Eli, the head of a family of televangelists? Eli's son Jesse is played by show creator Danny McBride. Uh-oh. Nope, this isn't happening. King Kong and Citizen Kane were two films produced by what Big Five film studio of Hollywood's golden age? I might be getting 1 out of 10 here. Yikes, man. Um, Again, I just have no idea. Flower Films is a film and TV production company co-owned by what multi-generational Nepo baby who got her breakout role in 1982 at age 7? Okay, so born in 75. So she would be like 50-ish right now. Gyllenhaal. She's not that old, is she? Multi-generational. So who's somebody who's like famous for being the daughter of someone? Oh God. I honestly, I just don't know. Is it ever Drew Barrymore? Nice, let's go. Because I knew that she was in E.T. and she was very young in that movie. The 1973 miniseries, translated as Scenes from a Marriage, starring Liv Ullmann and Erland Josephson, was credited with the spike in the divorce rates throughout Europe. The show was written and directed by what legendary film director? Bergman. Okay, sure. Oh my God, wait. That wasn't even who I thought it was. I thought it was Ingmar, and it was Ingrid. That's even worse. I was just like, I'm going to guess a legendary film person from Europe, but that's okay. That's lucky. What BBC sitcom that aired from 1979 to 81 has a title that is a pun on a phrase from Hamlet? The original phrase means naturally at ease in a situation. The pun converts it to have aristocratic overtones. Um, well, or original phrase. I don't know what's going on here. Is it like the, is it the like to the manor born thing? No, that's not what that means. Doesn't mean in a, I don't know. At ease in a situation, I don't know. What 1980 black comedy has hunter-gatherer that try to return a Coca-Cola glass bottle to the deities that he thinks dropped it? This is probably like, well, this is like a Southern African language with clicks, probably, but I have no idea what this would be. Name the award-winning director of Monsoon Wedding and Mississippi Masala, who's the mother of Zoran Mandani. What? Um, I didn't know he had a famous mother. The most successful Dutch film, a romance between artist Eric Vonk and Olga Stapels, has what title that includes a non-Dutch nationality? Once again, I don't think there's any chance I'm getting this correct, so I'm going to move to the music category. Eminem and Dua Lipa both released songs titled after what Hungarian-American escapologist? Is this just Houdini? Okay. Fingal's Cave is an alternate name for a concert overture by Felix Mendelssohn that is named after what group of islands? I believe it's the Hebrides Overture. In a 2025 song by Kehlani, what is the state of her ex's clothes that are ready to be picked up? The adjective also serves as the song title. What? Dirty. The state of her ex's clothes. Nasty. It's abandoned. I don't know. The completely unintelligible lyrics for Yellow Ledbetter were sung by Eddie Vedder for the 1991 debut album of what band? Eddie Vedder is Pearl Jam? Okay. A 14-stanza ballad about an inept underling by Goethe provided the inspiration for what Paul Dukas' work, one of his few works to survive to the present day. I can't read anymore. Werther. Young Werther. The Sorrows of Young Werther. Okay. That's probably not 14 stanza. It's probably not what we're even talking about. I don't know. A popular song composed in 1880 by Luigi Denza was written to commemorate the first of what mode of transportation that brought tourists up Mount Vesuvius? Is this like a cable car or a tram, aerial tram? Okay, I guess that's just not what's going on. Funicular? Okay. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis were producers most associated with what three-word genre that fused hip-hop with dance pop and is most associated with artists like Janet Jackson? I don't know. New Jack Swing. Let's go. I don't even know what that is. Apparently it's this, but that's a phrase that exists in my head. Located in a former power plant, what Berlin location is known as the world capital of techno? Its penchant for hedonistic activities and drug use has caused controversy in Germany. I knew that it was like a Berlin thing, but I have no idea what it's called. The Cedar of Lebanon is one of the nicknames of what mononymous singer born Nuhad Wadi Haddad, whose 6-decade career includes around 1,500 songs. I cannot name a Lebanese singer, unfortunately. A fusion of Western jazz melodies with African meter is a feature of what Ghanaian music genre that began in the 19th century and was recognized as UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage in 2025. This is such a thing. I feel like I've heard of this before, but I don't think I'm ever going to pull the name. Sports and games, averaging 4 per category so far. While the dolphin kick is often used when swimmers are underwater, it is a fundamental part of what competitive stroke? Let's try backstroke. Oops. Breaststroke. Oh, Lord. What's the other one? Not freestyle. Butterfly. Okay. What fencing discipline allows swords to weigh more than 500 grams and also allows points to be scored with touches on any part of the body? Épée. Sure. Just guess the 3 until one of them works. What Brazilian martial artist was the UFC title holder for 2,457 days between 2006 and 2013? Is this who Anderson Silva is? Silver? Yes, Rash, Zitz, and Pimple were the 3 protagonists of what game series started in 1991 that was meant to rival the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What? Acne. Like, what in the world? I have no idea. Who won or co-won the Mr. Olympia title 7 times between 1970 and 1980? I don't know what that is. Is this an Olympics thing? Mr. Olympia? What is that? I have no idea what, like, sport or anything we're even referring to here. Who was a famous athlete in the 70s? I genuinely have no idea. Who's Mark Spitz? Not this person. I guess there probably wouldn't be another swimming question. Honestly, I just don't know what the heck's going on here. What game in which squidgers are used to propel objects upwards from the tabletop and into a pot gets its name from British slang for a bar? I think this is what Tiddlywinks is. Good. In 2026, Luca Pinheiro Brathen, representing Brazil, won the first ever Winter Olympic medal for a South American country. What specific event did he win gold in? I have no idea. Biathlon. Luge. Skeleton. Bobsled. Okay, I mean, this could be anything. I'm not going to waste the entire time trying to guess Olympic events. The wildcard system or play-in games are examples of what tournament practice that allows players or teams who fail to qualify outright to compete. The word comes from French for fishing out. Okay. So like pêchage, fishing out. Hors pêche. Pêche dehors. I don't understand what is going on here. Fishing out. I don't know. Should I know this? I don't know it. What bar game that uses serial numbers on currency instead of playing cards titles a semi-autobiographical book by Michael Lewis about bond trading on Wall Street? Is this what Flash Boys is? Dang it. Is that... Man, I think that's a Michael Lewis book about something similar, but... Not this one, unfortunately. Can I name other Michael Lewis books that aren't Moneyball? I should be able to. I used to be able to. And I don't think I can anymore. What baseball pitcher became the first to throw 2 complete games in the playoffs since 2001, when he accomplished the feat against the Brewers and the Blue Jays in 2025? Whoa. Whoa. Wait a second. Yamamoto? Interesting. Wow, I didn't even realize that he did that, but it makes sense. Yeah, he was very, very good in the playoffs. Geography and language. What stately name is given to the body of water, also known as the Sea of Cortez or the Vermilion Sea? That is the Gulf of California. Telugu, Kannada, Tamil, and Malayalam are the most spoken languages in what language group? These are called Dravidian languages. What walled city in Brittany, located on the Rance estuary, is known for its long history of piracy? Is it just Mont Saint Michel? No. Brest? Quimper? Saint-Brieuc? Bro, what? Lorient? What the heck? Am I bad? What is this? Am I missing a really obvious city? I must be, right? Dude. Okay, I'm a little baffled by this. Where's Van? Not here. Okay, I am actually quite lost here, and I'm confused. I feel like I should know this. A historic street in New York where medieval buildings with jettied floors overhang the street has led to the common use of what word to mean something in a disordered state? What? Dude. Okay. I feel like this is going to be really hard to get if you don't know the street. Something in a disordered state. I mean, that's just so vague. Like, mess. Like, pandemonium. That's not what that is. Disheveled. Okay. I guess I'm not getting this either. What Roman general and Christian martyr is the namesake of a Dutch island in the Caribbean that lies just northwest of St. Kitts? St. Eustatius, probably. The city of Nizhny Novgorod was named after what Bolshevik author during the Soviet era? What? Bro, like, how is this even, like, geography? Like, what? Seriously? Um, I guess it's like, do you know former names of cities? But, like, no. Bolshevik author? My gosh. No, I mean, I have absolutely no clue. What dormant stratovolcano in Iran contains the highest point in Western Asia? That's Mount Damavand. The Brazilian highlands, stretching from Mato Grosso do Sul to Maranhão, make up the core of what tropical savanna ecoregion that accounts for 21% of Brazil's land area? The highlands. Great Escarpment? Caatinga? Oh boy. I'm not sure I know this. What 288-meter deep lake on the Albania-North Macedonia border lies just west of Lake Prespa. That's Lake Ohrid. And what is the name of the plateau that is located between the Annamite Range and the Mekong River in Champasak Province, Laos? That is really, really hard. It's not Korat, right? That's in Thailand. What the heck is this? I mean, Pakse is the city that's there, but the plateau is called... Wow. No, that's just hard. Okay. 5 out of 10 is like extremely bad on geography. Like I think I'm not sure I've ever gotten below like 8 on this category, so this is kind of crazy, but well, this isn't going well. I don't know what else to say. I mean, the Brazil one is a word that I've probably come across before. But I can't think of another Brazilian ecoregion right now. And then the rest, like, I don't know. These two just seem like, I don't know, they're just not things that I would know. And then the Brittany city, I don't know what I feel like I'm being dumb here. It's like, I think there's another major city here that I'm just forgetting about. Um, but I can't think of it right now. So I guess I'm just not gonna get it. Bishop Carlos Felipe Jimenez Bello and Jose Ramos Horta won the 1996 Nobel Peace Prize for their work in what country, which wouldn't gain independence until several years later. I think this is Timor-Leste. What was the name of the Visigothic king who, after fighting alongside the Romans against the Franks, turned on his erstwhile allies and sacked Rome in 410 CE? Is this Odoacer? No. Is this like Theodoric or something? Oh god. Visigothic king. Like Otto or something? What am I thinking of? Oh gosh. Wow, I don't know. A kingdom formed by the union of the Kingdom of Naples with another kingdom in 1816 is known as the Kingdom of the Two Sicilies, I believe. A 1980 uprising against the coup of Chundu Huan occurred in what city, leading to a violent crackdown with an estimated 600 to 2,300 dead? First thought here is Hong Kong, but I don't know. Singapore. Trying to figure out what this name is or what that could be. Beijing. Shanghai. Like, are we in China here or actually maybe it's Korean. Is it Korean? Pyongyang? Seoul? Wow, I honestly I have no idea. Busan, Daejeon, Daegu. Okay, forget it. I don't know. What strongman, the son of a German immigrant, ruled Paraguay for 35 years in the second half of the 20th century? Is this Stroessner? Okay. What name was given to the pro-nepotism faction of the Republican Party led by Roscoe Conkling, who sponsored Ulysses S. Grant for an unsuccessful third run for president in 1880? Is this like the Stalwarts or something? It is the Stalwarts. Nice, let's go. The Jallianwala Bagh massacre, in which British troops opened fire at Indians gathering for the Vaisakhi festival, occurred in 1919 in what city? Is this the Amritsar massacre? Nice, yeah. The last major revolt against the Bolsheviks occurred in March 1921 and was centered and named after what port city on the Gulf of Finland? Against the Bolsheviks. Okay. Tallinn. St. Peter's. It's not going to be St. Petersburg. Like, really, it's not Helsinki either. So what else is on the Gulf of Finland? Are we in Russia? Modern day Russia? Is it going to be like, what's another city on the Gulf? I don't even know. Viborg? I don't know. The third Babylonian dynasty, which ruled from 1595 to 1000 BCE, was named after what people from the Zagros Mountains? What? That just seems very hard. I don't know. Who ruled as queen of the Ambundu for over 30 years in the 17th century? She allied with the Dutch against the Portuguese, briefly recapturing Luanda. Wow. No, that's just really, really difficult. Eat fresh is the motto of what fast food location with over 30,000 locations worldwide? One location with 30,000 locations. Subway. A sweetened cocktail, also misspelled, of rum, citrus juice, and sugar is named for what Cuban beach? Well, I should know this. Is this what daiquiri is? Okay, yeah. Washing the curds to reduce lactose and sealing with a wax cover are some features of what light nutty cheese named for a city located between Rotterdam and Utrecht. Is this the wax cover is called Edam? No. Really? Gouda. Okay, sure. Gouda, I guess. Tea in which the leaves have been withered, steamed, and rolled up into small pellets is given what name? I don't know. Dry. Like, dehydrated, maybe? Okay, I don't know. What term is used for a social event in Latin American countries where grilled meats are cooked over an open flame? This isn't what adobo is it? No. Um, this feels like not hard though. Oof. Oh no. This is not hard, I don't think. I can't think of it. So, unlucky. Literally meaning ground meat in Japanese, what paste, usually made from fish, is common in many food items such as kamaboko, narutomaki, and jakuten. Paste made from fish? I don't think I know this. Spago, located in West Hollywood, is the first restaurant and the flagship for what Austrian-born celebrity chef? Flay. Fieri. Nope, not getting it. A base made from taro or breadfruit and an emollient such as coconut milk are used to make what Polynesian pudding with a name from Hawaiian? Pudding. I have no idea. What stew of corn, beans, fish, meat, and often blood sausage is the national dish of Cabo Verde? I have no idea, unless it's also called feijoada. What French Canadian meat pie is part of the traditional Christmas and New Year's Eve meals in Quebec? No chance. How many left do we have? 2 categories left, and I have 34. I'm going to struggle to even get to 40 here. Images and references to what Earth sign character who first appeared in 1925 are banned in China due to the character's supposed resemblance to Xi Jinping. That is, of course, Winnie the Pooh. The 24th and final Tirthankara, known as Mahavira, is credited as one of the founders of what religion? Is it like Jainism? Okay. Coined in 1990, what term is used for indigenous North Americans to denote a third gender role? Two-spirited? No? Okay, yeah, two-spirit. There we go. What British orthodontist gave his name to a technique of orthotropics where one uses pressure from the tongue to modify their jawline into a more pleasing shape? What on earth? What? Orthotropics. What the heck? Mewing. Oh, it actually is. Oh my god. Are you serious? Okay, the Freemasonry symbol of an eye inside a triangle surrounded by rays of light is known as the Eye of Providence. What Spanish transliteration of a Taino word was used for the chieftains of islands in the Antilles and Bahamas? Oh dear. This is such a thing. What is it? What? Oh god, I should know this. This came up recently for me. It's called a cacique. Nice. That's hard. A combination of 13 ethno-linguistic groups comprising about 7 million make up what largest non-Christian population in the Philippines? Is this like the Muslims in Mindanao? I don't know what we want here, though. What largest non-Christian population in the Philippines? I don't know. Mindanao Muslims, like Bangsamoro. It gives me Bangsamoro. Okay, it's just Moro, apparently, but let's go. What is the largest madhab of Sunni Islam, the most popular through most of Central Asia, all of Pakistan, and as well as many sections of the Levant and Asia Minor? I don't even know what a madhab is, like a subsect or something. I don't know. First mentioned in the Vedas, what word is used for both the realm of hell and Indian religions and the devilish beings that reside there? Is this like Naraka? Nice. What Catalan mixed gender circle dance uses 2 or 3 step movements around the circle and dates to the 16th century at latest? I'm not going to know this, but 8 out of 10 on this is actually very good. Finally, miscellaneous. Low-cut shoes with a strap across the instep, often worn by young girls, are called by what 2 female first names that can also be used for plants of the species indica or sativa? So it's weed, so Mary Jane. What 3 English words and a phrase that is the most common translation of a French World War I slogan for soldiers defending a position? The same words also end a phrase that Ian McKellen used to block a demon from crossing a bridge in a 2001 film adaptation. Shall not pass. Okay, sure, I can get Lord of the Rings clues. When guns are loaded from the front of a barrel, it is known as muzzle loading. What term describes loading guns from the rear of the barrel? I have no idea. Back. Forget it. Eva Perón in Evita and Grisabella in Cats were 2 of many West End roles originated by what English singer actress? Oh, man. Um, no, I don't think this is happening either, realistically. Julie Andrews. No. What legal term describes a judgment made either on part or on the whole case without a full trial? Um, pro tempore. I have no idea. Flip-flops gained in popularity in the United States when soldiers returned from Japan with what thonged sandals? I don't know. Correctly spell either the last name of the ice hockey goalie who won the Hart in 2025 or the adopted pen name of Michael Thomas, the controversial French author of Atomized. I mean, the goalie who won the Hart is surely Connor Hellebuck. That'll work. Oh my gosh, the other one is crazy. What term, which dates to ancient Rome to refer to an elderly male head of the household, was used by Jung to refer to the person that emerges after wrestling with an animus or anima problem? Nope. Unless it's like pater familias or something, which it isn't. Okay. What Russian anarchist spent the 41 years prior to the Bolshevik Revolution in exile, including 4 years in a French prison? His works include The Conquest of Bread and Fields, Factories, and Workshops. Seems very difficult. I don't know. Meaning little man. What term is used for retired Italian men who offer unsolicited advice at construction sites? What? Um, uomo piccolo. Piccolo uomo. Um, okay, I don't know. Let's give up. 45 out of 100. Not amazing, but as always, very, very hard quiz. Foxfire. Never heard of it. Firefox. Probably guessable if I thought about it a little longer. Yeah. Valium. I've heard of it, but again, I don't know what it's used for because I've never really encountered it before. Horace Parnell Tuttle. Never getting that. Thermocouple. Never getting that. I don't even know what that is. Leonard Hayflick. Again, who? And then Gumbutch. Okay, yeah, that's crazy. Bridget Jones. Yeah, okay, that's fair. I didn't know that that was Tinder. I guess maybe, or maybe it's a much later sequel, but like Bridget Jones's Diary is a thing, obviously, so fair enough. Um, Nina, never heard of that before. Single Girl, never heard of it. Kevin Carter, can you guess? Never heard of it. Panchatantra, yes, gosh, that's what that's called. I was like, I'm going to have heard of this. That is what it's called. And then vraisemblance. Okay. Sure. That's another way to say it seems real. Yeah. Rainbow Dash. Okay. Never getting that. Righteous Gemstones. Don't know what that is. RKO. Don't know what that is. To the Manor. Oh, it was To the Manor Born. Are you kidding me? That's actually what. That's actually what the phrase was. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I didn't know that that meant naturally at ease in a situation. I thought that that also meant aristocratic. So I guess I must have just misparsed it. The gods must be crazy. Don't know that. Mira Nair. Don't know that. Turk's fruit or Turkish delights. Don't know that. Folded. Never heard of it. Probably guessable. The Sorcerer's Apprentice. That's interesting. Oh, is that the music from Fantasia or whatever? I didn't know that that was a Goethe thing. That's interesting. Berghain, never getting it. Fairuz, never getting it. High Life, never getting it. Battletoads, never heard of it. Arnold Schwarzenegger. That makes sense. I guess it's a bodybuilding thing. That would work. Yeah. Giant slalom. It's kind of crazy, but I mean, shout out a guy from Brazil winning a medal in giant slalom. Repêchage. Fishing out. Okay. I mean, I guess I would just think of that as like fishing again or refishing, but whatever. Liar's Poker. No, that's the other. Oh my God. That's the other Michael Lewis book that I know, and I forgot the title of it. Playing card. Okay, that's actually not that hard. I need to be getting that. Ouch. Samaro. Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay. Yep. Samaro is a very notable Britain city in Brittany. Shambles. I've never heard of that. I'm just not getting that at all. But Samaro is really bad. Yeah. Maxim Gorky. I didn't know that Nizhny. I mean, okay. I mean, Gorky's pretty famous, but I didn't know that Nizhny was named after him, so unlucky, I guess. Cerrado, yeah, that's what it's called. Wasn't going to pull it. And Bolivan Plateau, that is, again, I've heard of that, but it's quite hard. Alaric was his name. I knew it ended with ik, but I couldn't come up with it. Gwangju, are you serious? I guess like every other Korean city. It's so annoying. Okay. Kronstadt. Okay, never getting that. That's super hard. Kassites, not getting that either. Nzinga, I didn't know was a woman. I thought like Mvemba Nzinga. That's got to be a different person because that's definitely a man. But damn. Oops. Okay, I guess I should know who that is. Gunpowder tea, never heard of it. Asado, like I said, not that hard. I just failed. Surimi is the Japanese thing. Never heard of it. Wolfgang Puck. Okay, I have heard of him. Puck makes sense for Austrian. Yeah, I should know that. Haupia, heard of it, not getting it. Cachupa, never heard of it. Tourtière, maybe heard of it. Again, no chance on it. Hanafi is the Islam thing, and then Sardana, never getting either of those. And then Breach Loading, Elaine Page, Summary Judgment, Zori, never heard of any of those four things. Senex, Peter Kropotkin, and Umarel. Umarel? What? Okay. Sure. Kropotkin, I think, is the only red answer line here that I've ever even heard of. So, yeah, that's just a rough one. Okay, we can look at the stats here. Go down. What was the hardest one that I got? 2% for stalwarts. Nice. And Naraka, too. I figured Naraka was hard. Yeah, that makes sense. I think 2% might mean I'm the only one to get it, so that's pretty fun. Apparently, the bodybuilding thing was pretty easy, but I've never heard of Mr. Olympia. Probably guessable, though. Everything else was not that bad. Let's go to the bottom. Several zeros. Ressemblance, tourtière to the manor born. This one is guessable. I should have gone for it. It's annoying. Surimi, Senex, Sardana, Kassites, Haupia, and Boliven. Boliven as well. It's super hard, but it's something I should know for sure. Okay, so that's going to be it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed another installment of this playlist. These are always very, very fun to play through. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today. And I appreciate you if you made it this far. Let me know if you'd like to see more of these, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.